I was a kid growing up in the 2000s and therefore have a lot of nostalgia for the Disney Channel and its affiliated networks like Playhouse Disney, Disney Junior as of 2011, and Toon Disney, Disney XD as of 2009. I know a lot of people my age also have nostalgia for these networks, but something I don't hear come up very often when it comes to early 2000s Disney cable operations is Soapnet. Up until I started kindergarten in 2007, my mother was a stay-at-home mom. When I wasn't watching shows geared for my demographic, such as Bear in the Big Blue House, the television would always be on in the background, running either ABC in the mornings or Soapnet once the new episodes were done for the day on the main network. That being said, I have a lot of nostalgia for shows that I didn't really understand. I still know the General Hospital theme song by heart, the 2004 to 2010 version, of course, even though it's just an instrumental piece. I never really paid attention to these shows, but having them on in the background was comforting to me, and I was reminded of Soapnet recently after reading the book Disney War by James B. Stewart. In it, he talks about the acquisition of the Fox Family Channel and ABC Family's rocky start. You can find out more about the Fox Family acquisition in Monster Review's video about the history of Jetix, which I will link below, and is the inspiration for this video. When ABC Family was first trying to find its footing after the Fox Family acquisition, an idea was pushed by executives called XYZ, which would make the channel hip and appeal to college students and young women. This was denied, however, because Disney already owned a channel marketed towards women, which is the topic of this video. Soapnet was originally created to rerun the ABC soap operas that would run during the day. This was before the DVR was prevalent on home cable packages, and many people couldn't afford to buy blank VHS tapes to record the shows. Women that worked during the day complained that they couldn't watch the soap operas as they never ran reruns up to this point, except on major holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas for example, when all new airings of shows were to be stopped. To increase viewership of ABC soap operas, Soapnet was created. Soapnet premiered on January 20th, 2000, where they carried the 3 current ABC soaps during the time. These were All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital. Episodes of these shows would air early in the morning or during the evenings. This gave people a chance to watch the new episodes that were airing on ABC during the day. While these shows weren't running, former ABC soaps would air their reruns. Some examples include Port Charles, Falcon Crest, and Ryan's Hope. The channel did very well in its early years, pulling in an average of 3.7 million views per new airing of General Hospital episodes in the 2000 to 2001 season. So well, in fact, that a new restaurant opened with the new California Adventure Park at the Disneyland Resort on February 8, 2001. The ABC soap opera Bistro puts guests of the new park into the worlds of their favorite soap operas. Open for all meals, guests could eat in a variety of rooms such as the nursing station or Kelly's Diner from General Hospital, Luke's Nightclub from Port Charles, a spin-off of General Hospital, the Chandler Mansion from All My Children, or the Landview Country Club from One Life to Live. You'd also be thrust into the stories where, according to Yesterland.com, you could be accused of embezzling money or being someone's mistress, or both, amongst other things. That being said, the restaurant, much like the rest of the park in its early years, struggled financially, and it closed on November 3, 2002, to be replaced by Playhouse Disney Live on Stage on April 11, 2003. That's a fitting end to the restaurant, knowing what's to come for the channel. While most of the channel was reruns, Soapnet would have 2 original shows during its first season, called Soap Center and Soap Talk. These shows were behind-the-scenes looks into the creation of the famous ABC daytime dramas. Later on in the channel's life, they also received a reality show called I Want to Be a Soap Star, where contestants would compete to win a spot on General Hospital. Up until this point, the channel was still heavily focused on ABC-affiliated shows, with a fancy for General Hospital, as you probably guessed by how many times it's been mentioned already. In 2003, however, Soapnet started to pick up shows from other networks, as they were struggling to find new shows to air. They managed to get the rights to air Another World and Days of Our Lives from NBC, and Dallas from CBS. At this point, the channel was still doing well, and Disney tried to bring the magic of soaps back into their theme parks, introducing Super Soap Weekend, which was held at both Disney's MGM Studios in November and Disney's California Adventure during the summer. Although it was started in 1996, the event was most popular in 2003, the best year for Soapnet as a whole ratings-wise. It was a chance for park guests to meet their favorite stars. They also aired footage from the events on Soapnet, where Lisa Rinna and Ty Treadway, the hosts of Soap Talk, would get a chance to interview the fan-favorite stars of the event. In 2005 and 2006, Soapnet managed to pick up quite a few Fox shows, including Pasadena and the teen drama Beverly Hills 90210, which started the trend of airing more shows geared towards teens on the network. The most exciting part of this time, though, was when Soapnet started airing The Young and the Restless on April 24, 2006. This CBS daytime soap opera was always the most popular in the ratings, sometimes beating out General Hospital by over 500,000 viewers. In 2007, the channel started running reruns of CW shows, such as One Tree Hill and The OC. Fans complained about this, however, frequently asking for the return of older, more adult canceled soap operas, such as The Edge of Night. Throughout 2008 and 2009, Soapnet had a string of misses, with shows like Wake Up Call, which was canceled before it ever got the chance to air on ABC, MVP, a CBC show, which was canceled due to low ratings, and Being Erica, another short-lived CBC show. 2010 became an even worse year for Soapnet when the three big networks, ABC, NBC, and CBS, all decided that the declining ratings of soap operas were no longer making them profitable, especially marking their high costs and loss of sponsorships. These shows were replaced with daytime talk and game shows, which were much cheaper to produce. The biggest blow came to Soapnet when ABC decided to cancel both All My Children and One Life to Live, two of the shows that led to the network's growth in its early days. By this point, there was no need for a channel like Soapnet. If someone wanted to watch the soaps, they could record them, as DVRs came with even the cheapest cable package by this point. This was also around the time that online streaming began to rise, with websites like Hulu making it easy to watch shows only hours after they aired on television. On May 26, 2010, the cancellation of Soapnet was announced. It was to be replaced by a 24-hour version of the new children's programming block, Disney Junior, that was set to replace Playhouse Disney that following spring. Soapnet's fate was sealed. On February 14, 2011, Disney Junior took the space that Soapnet had once held. However, some cable providers such as Verizon Fios managed to hold on to the channel until the end of 2013, introducing Disney Junior as a whole separate channel. Due to this fact, Soapnet still had to fill their airtime. The channel mostly filled their space with ABC family dramas geared towards teens, such as Switched at Birth and The Secret Life of an American Teenager. In the summer of 2012, a nighttime lifestyle block was introduced, but was quickly canceled. In July 2013, the final nail in the coffin happened when Soapnet lost the rights to same-day re-airings of one of their most popular shows, The Young and the Restless. CBS also pulled their plug on The Bold and the Beautiful a short time later. On December 31st, Soapnet ended its airtime. Its final airing was an episode of General Hospital from 2007. While Soapnet was popular in its early years due to its re-airings of the popular shows of the time, the channel quickly dropped in quality and ratings. The working-age women that the channel was marketed towards were lost when the show continued to pick up more and more primetime teen dramas, negating the whole channel's purpose in the first place. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of different than what I normally do. If you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos, let me know in the comments below, because I'm thinking about doing one on Playhouse Disney. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.